Going on to all of my Aries. So you Aries have got the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Y'all already know how I feel about that card. The Four of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups. How does a lot of you Aries, you have someone that's coming back right off the rip, right? Trying to recreate this relationship with you. They're talking about how they're not going to be pulling any of the stupid stuff that they were doing from the past. They've learned their lessons. They've learned, things have changed for them. But this is the Four of Cups. This is you. This is you over here, and this is them trying to offer you this cup. Let me show you a bigger picture. This is them coming back, telling you that they put down their sword. They're not going to continue to fight. They're not going to do any of that stuff. And then this is the Four of Cups. You Aries are like, yeah, but the damage is already done for you, right? They should have thought about this before. The Ten of Cups, however, still represents how a lot of you are moving. You're still moving forward with your lives. You don't care about their apologies, which you shouldn't, because at the end of the day, that type of stuff is meaningless. You know, it's a password. It's just something that they just wanted to say for the time being, because at a certain point, people can tell you how much it is that they are sorry and all this other type of crap. But at the end of the day, it's what are you doing to change it? What type of change are they implementing that is going to make sure that this type of stuff doesn't really happen too much or at all anymore? And unfortunately, too many people like to play that I'm sorry off, or, you know, Six of Cups coming back and trying to make things seem like the two of you are good. And it's a lot of wasted time. It's just a lot of wasted time. And the Ten of Wands now represents this being a situation for you where, I should say the Queen of Wands, excuse me. The Queen of Wands, sorry about that. The Queen of Wands is just how you don't care what they have to say. You don't care about them coming back, trying to make a very good impression on you again. Again, just as I said with Taurus, they had their shot. They had their opportunity with you, and they blew it. And they should have known better than to be super disrespectful. But then again, too, this is, you know, what a lot of people seems to be caught up on, their ego. Their ego tends to be huge. So they have to live with the consequences of that. Because you Aries won't love, but they seem to find that very difficult to give you for whatever reason. So the Queen of Wands now represents this being a situation for you where so you're handling it your way. You Aries are handling it your own way. Maybe right now you're upset that they're even coming back, but a lot of you Aries, you have to cool off. You know, you have to become the part that a lot of people don't know about, where people think that Aries is a hothead all the time. That's not necessarily true. Aries, y'all can be a hothead, right? Be rash, and y'all can jump to conclusions sometimes. But other times, what a lot of people are not going to say is that Aries can be quite cold. Almost unrecognizably cold, where, you know, you would think that them being ruled by Mars, they're just always on fire, right? That's not true. And because remember, they share a planet with Scorpio as well. and Scorpio represents ice. So it's almost like people see the enthusiasm and the fieriness about you, but they don't understand that after, like, when you cool down and you're not angry at them, because this is Pele, this is Madame Pele, the goddess of the volcano in Hawaii, right? This is Madame Pele right here. Shout outs to Madame Pele. But by the way, shout outs to you. Bless me with some good luck. Shout outs to you. But the point is that, but what they don't see is you Aries being in a situation where, well, how can they handle you when you get cold? When you know what I mean? Where you're almost like an Aquarius, where you're so cold to the point where you freeze them out. You don't talk to them. You don't want to hang out with them. You keep your distance. You don't come to when they ask you to hang out. You don't come. You don't reply. You don't do any of that stuff. Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're bouncing. This was you from the past. Yeah, you're upset, but you were upset when no one was really looking. You were upset a little bit of time ago when they first told you no, they didn't want to be with you anymore. The two of y'all broke up and they acted like they didn't care. The Ten of Wands represents you Aries continuing to move forward. The Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is about how now, since this is the case, a lot of you need to understand that since that's the case, you Aries are still very much so going to move forward, getting to know the people. Forget about them in the past. They don't have any kind of say-so over your future, and it's very much so true. Who cares about them? And I really mean that. Who cares about them? I'm not just saying it as a form of reverse psychology, because again, you know, only stupid people run those games and then they expect you to still care. Do you still care about me? I'm sending these goofy text messages to see if you still care about me, and I love you. I don't love you, though. Sorry. Nor do I have love for you. I don't really care about you one way or the other. And that's the kind of treatment that you gotta give them. But the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is that situation. You Aries are not going to spend one red cent any more than you did in the past thinking about they goofy behind and trying to think of ways to get back at them or get revenge or get back with them or any of that crap. You Aries are continuing to move forward. Y'all are having too much fun. Y'all are over here minding y'all business in your own lives, and y'all are going to continue on in your own lives. Who care about what they got to say? You probably already speaking to somebody else. I am right now. So the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles represents how this is a situation where the Lovers now is about you have self-love. So no matter what it is that people try with you and what they do, that stuff is not going to work, right? The Queen of Pentacles, you, and it's right up underneath Madame Pele too, the volcano goddess. So, you understand that it's you at the end of the day. And that no one can get you down unless you make them. And that the nonsense that they try to pull, you're getting everything that you want. You're having fun. You're not sitting up over there thinking about these goofy-minded people over and over and over again. You're not doing that. You Aries are very much so focused on who you are and what you have to do. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Hermit, And then you have the Page of Swords. So the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles represent, since this is the case, the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is like, yeah, you don't care. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna, you're not, like I said before, I've covered it. You're not gonna spend another minute overthinking about how things shoulda, coulda, woulda worked out. It's the two of you are not together, you know, and they just over here looking stupid because they should have thought about all this type of stuff. You know, you don't tell somebody that you can't deal with them, or you don't want to be in a relationship with them that you know that you're going to live to regret it later. Because it makes it that much harder to know that you were with the person, the two of y'all broke up for whatever reason, and then now it's, oh, I gotta play games, and I want you back, and I can't, and this, that, and the third, and it's like, you know, you don't want to, you don't want to end up like one of the people that I used to date, stalking me class to class, looking. They didn't want me, but you don't want to end up like one of those people, stalking class to class, looking and stuff. But I thought you said you didn't want me, so you figure it out, right? No, you Aries understand that y'all are not going to go back ever, and y'all are sticking to it. Y'all have integrity. Shout outs to y'all. The Hermit and the Page of Swords. The Hermit is about, you know, and at this point, a lot of you Aries pretty much suspect them of saying just about anything that it takes in order for them to get their foot back in the door with you. Could be. The Page of Swords, you're just setting those boundaries. That's what you know. Good stuff. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. The Two of Wands, Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. This is about how a lot of you Aries, right? You have the strength. Again, you're standing on your own 2 feet with this decision. You don't need them. You never did. There was a point in time where you didn't know them and you existed. There's a point in time where, since y'all ended this, you don't need them now. Two of Wands, but they want, like I said, Six of Cups, they want to rekindle something with you. And they've been missing you. Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, they've been missing you ever since. And they're wondering about where this relationship could potentially have gone to. It would have went exactly the way that it was now. How it goes and how it goes. You know, maybe in a different reality, maybe in a different universe, you know, different, you know, in the multiverse, different aspects of you are getting married or whatever. But in this one, nah, they were too goofy in order for them to do that. In order for them to settle down, be in a relationship, act like they got common sense, nah, they're too goofy for that. All right, so let's clarify the Lovers. So to clarify the Lovers, we have the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Right. Because of this self-love that you had, because remember I said the Lovers, you had self-love, the King of Cups, they're going to try, this false promises or implied promises that they're making, because some of them may not have necessarily just directly made a promise, regardless of whether what it was. These offer that they gave to you, this outpouring of emotion, of romanticism, of how much they like you, you Aries don't care about all that because you have self-love. So the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles is, again, moving on. You know, you don't care that much about some old news, pretty much. So the Three of Pentacles is about, You understand that being with them, it would have been too much of a burden. 3 is an uneven number. There's no kind of squareness happening. There's no kind of reciprocity. You would have to give 2 or all 3, and they would give 1 or 0. You know, you would have to give most of the effort into the relationship, into making it work because of their own dysfunction. And 3 of Swords, that would only just lead right back to heartbreak. And a lot of you Aries would start to ask yourself, what exactly is the point of even going through this again? And then you would probably get back to not hanging out with them again, and then you would kick yourself for you know what I mean, for not realizing that you should have did this the first time or the other time previously, and then you go right back to blaming yourself, overly blaming yourself. I mean, we don't, you know what I'm saying, like, we don't know everything that's going to happen in the future. You know, we don't know everything. We never do. So you have to use the foresight or your perception to the best of your abilities to not allow yourself to get caught up. That's all. But that's pretty much it. You know, as far as the future is concerned, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You're moving forward. You don't care who says what. You're moving forward, okay? And you're okay. You're intact. It's not just about moving forward, but like spiritually, you're in pieces, and your heart is just in tatters, right? No, you're moving forward, and you're whole. You're pretty good. You're well off. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow, okay, to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. We're almost at 7,000 subs, yo. Keep smashing that subscribe button. What? Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.